Faith can move mountains. If you ask me, Shani makes those mountains. Then what about the faith? Well, that's up to you. Shani blocks you, he throws you challenges, and then he smiles at you. He goes like, is that all you got? Is that all you are capable of? You can talk so highly of yourself to others? Now show me what you got. Shani plays with your innermost fears. Fear of failure, rejection, separation, losses. These are the mountains of fear. Once you learn to overcome your innermost fears, the mountains mean nothing to you. Once you have cleared your karma, the mountains move aside for you. Beyond those mountains, there is no retrograde. There is no 7.5 years Shani. There's no Ashtama Shani. Beyond those mountains, you feel so great, yet so small. Beyond those mountains, you will find something far larger than the mountains you tried to move. Beyond those mountains, you will find the feet of God. Scorpio has much excitement going on in the house of partnership of late. Jupiter, Sun, Venus, and Mercury are forming a conjunction. Many of you may end up with a long-term partner or begin talks about getting married. The benefic effect of Yoga Karaga Jupiter is flowing through your second house and also subduing Ketu in the 11th. It is also affecting your own house Scorpio and the 9th house Capricorn. Rahu continues his transit in the 5th, giving you an unusual mind and firing up your intelligence. Saturn is in your 4th house Aquarius with aspect on your 6th house, 10th as well as Scorpio. The combined effect of Jupiter and Saturn on your own sign should make you more refined in character. You may have realized a new sense of wisdom and your speech becomes measured. Saturn's retrograde causes temporary upset in matters related to home, mother, and comforts. This will increase the amount of mental stress and you will feel lethargic. Jupiter continues to guide you, but only until early October because he is also turning retrograde afterwards. Be careful in making promises once Jupiter turns retrograde. You may also experience doubt about your own capabilities. Seek help and guidance where appropriate. Rahu continues to give you keen intellect, but Rahu is the magician. He sometimes gives you a false sense of conviction. You will sense something is wrong, but end up doubting yourself, doubting your own judgment, especially during the double retrograde of Saturn and Jupiter. Small disagreements may crop up. Don't waste too much time on it. Do not start a new project, especially during the double retrograde, as you will likely struggle with lack of concentration and lack of energy during the period. Your overall level of energy will improve after mid-November. Spend time on exercising and self-improvement. Balance your time between home and your workplace. Sagittarius is currently going through a good Saturn transit. After the Sadeshati or 7.5 year Saturn's return, life should have normalized a great deal for the past 1.5 years. Jupiter is in Taurus, which happens to be your 6th house. Currently, Venus is in the same house, bringing much conflict and controversy with girls and women. Some of you may have embarked on a big legal battle. Jupiter is casting his gaze on your 10th house, which is already occupied by Ketu. You may have regained a lost position at work, that too after putting up a big battle. Ketu continues to give frustration at work. You try to find peace at home, but Rahu is in your 4th house, disturbing your comforts and maternal love. So Saturn seems to be the only major planet granting you strength, willpower, and other good things through your siblings, communication, and short trips. Saturn's retrograde in your 3rd house may signal a need to go back and rectify something or not getting something right in the first time. Chances of failure are there. You may lack confidence and begin to doubt yourself. There can be embarrassing situations related to miscommunication. Others will misunderstand even your best thoughts and intentions. Read your emails and text messages a few times before sending them out. Do not arrive at a premature conclusion. Verify the facts. Silence is golden. During the retrograde, you may also be forced to undertake a long journey to find peace and tranquility. You can use it to your advantage. It can be used for spirituality, attending training in a foreign land, or reconnecting with your father or father figure, or even your boss. If you have been denied assistance from a government source, you may try again during the retrograde. Use your natural charm and diplomacy. Do not demand or argue to get your work done. You may be in a better position to express and enjoy love. If you are already in a relationship, an old flame may re-emerge and cause confusion. Handle the situation carefully, as Rahu is ready to rock your foundation if you take the wrong step. Given the ongoing conflicts, job insecurity, and disturbance in your mother's health, you certainly do not want to add another problem on your plate. The Sadeshati or 7.5 years Saturn would have already brought some amount of maturity in you. When Saturn turns retrograde in the 3rd, that old feeling of going through Sadeshati will come back once more. But you should be mature enough by now to realize that if Saturn makes you turn back, there's always something good in the end. Just like the great inventor Thomas Edison, you will find 100 ways of how things go wrong. That experience itself builds you as a better person. We now reach the final sign in our series, Capricorn. Capricorn is nearing the 7.5 year journey of transformation. There's less than 1 year left, and the retrograde is bringing you a well-deserved break. Jupiter is currently undergoing transit in your 5th house. Have you found love with someone from a faraway land? Those feelings may intensify now, especially with Venus joining Jupiter in Taurus. Jupiter is also purifying Ketu's spiritual demands in your 9th house. If you are already spending more time going to the temple or doing meditation, you should be achieving much wisdom by now. Your father may be achieving quite a legendary status by now. Make sure you tap into all that cosmic energy and get some good lessons for yourself. Even if your father has departed, he may appear in your dreams and bring on some message for you. Don't miss the message. Rahu is continuing his journey in your 3rd house, granting you much happiness in media, communication, and relationship with siblings. You will hardly stay in one place, jumping at every opportunity that passes by. Saturn's retrograde will take some heat off your finances and studies. Combined with Rahu, Ketu, and Jupiter's blessings, success in competitions and examinations is almost assured. All that is needed is a final push, and you may surprise yourself with what you can actually achieve for yourself. Something that you thought was lost forever may find its way back to you. It can be money from insurance, inheritance, an object, or even your reputation. So during the retrograde, you should try to do some cleaning up at home. You will be surprised with the kind of things you will discover. You may at times feel lonely because your friends are not too interested in you. Use the time away from your friends to better understand yourself. Strategize. Reflect back on all your hard work and how far you have traveled this lonely road. Identify those few people who have been with you through thick and thin. Reconnect with them instead. When the retrogression ends, Saturn will only have about 4 to 5 months to finish the Sadeshadi, or the 7.5 years Saturn. If you have been working hard, you can expect a handsome reward after the retrograde. You know what you have been working for, and you know what the price is. Just hang in there. The retrogression may bring some confusion, but it will be only temporary. Stay focused and keep that fire burning.